It just felt like BNK were in control of this draft the entire time. You know?
I mean, Bro's draft feels like it was so good 2.5 weeks ago. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. Back then we were like, oh yeah, Trundle's peak right now.
Gonna have a lot of these repeat matchups because we have the same teams playing each other 3 times instead of 2 in the new format.
Vikla not quite hitting most of those.
Krako is angry, and they're gonna get the flash out of Vikla, if not the kill. Yeah, they're just gonna get the kill. That is a very strong Trundle just running at them and pressing Q.
And they're like, whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Vikla's gonna miss some minions here, but will ultimately back away. It's a win for them. They didn't get the kills, but they get the top objective. Krako will get this Drake in return. But that was a lot of farm lost for Hype. He won't lose either summoner. He isn't gonna die, but I still think in terms of who wins out on the tempo, it's BNK.
But he got the heal and the flash out of Hype, actually. So that's pretty good.
Here, I mean, they have a stacked wave. Hold on, Hype.
Yeah, oh, Hype's in a lot of trouble here. And look at Paulo, he's like, yeah, you're dead. You're dead, buddy. I can't do anything to save you. So a 4-man dive here, gonna get our 2nd kill of the game 13 minutes in.
I mean, it was not the most flashy tempo ghost, but and in fact, I mean, they can, with this wave, take the whole turret. 3 grubs. I mean, that is gonna be first brick and a feat of strength.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
However, double dragon. First double dragon.
First double dragon on the LCK.
Yeah.
Coming through. After the official renaming of the concept.
Boom, double dragon.
Double dragon secured. And that is right before a Mountain Soul. So we're gonna get another one of these.
Okay, you try to take me out. I'm gonna have such a free setup. And you can see it even in this angle here, like, Engage is so tricky with his comp. Equalizer might just be enough to deny them entry.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a way through. They're gonna try it with the pillar. There's the Braum as well. It's just Vikla who has to flash. They're gonna go all in on the Vikla, but the seismic shove is huge to knock them back, and Vikla is saved for a very long amount of time. Raptor is gonna pick up the eye, but he will pay for it. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Clear and Diablo getting the work here, but they went a little bit too far, as now the sweep goes in on a Clear. He's doing a ton of damage. He's still alive. Clear lives, and Diablo finally is taken out, and it looks like big boy Trundle made his way back. That's a quadra kill for Trundle 16 minutes into the game.
Looked like a winnable fight there for BNK. Diablo lived for so long, but he's just still sitting on that Bork. Doesn't have the damage to hard carry the fight. You know, you don't have enough damage to actually stop us from running at you. This is a weird trap here, but it might just work.
Yeah, didn't expect him in the brush after checking. The Braum coming in as well, and there's the Lucian. So much pressure up here from the side of Bro, but there is a Rift Herald elsewhere. They're gonna get Kellen, so that's 2 kills for the side of, and he's gonna deny it. Very nicely done here by Krako. For now, the subjugation is gonna come down as well, as they're going in on the Krako. I don't think that's gonna work. To Vikla, who's not quite having the same impact. Of course, he has gotten bullied a little bit in some of these fights. And BNK are going to get this. They knew that this was started. So BNK have to get in. Can they do it? The equalizer's pretty good. Now a wall's going to come down, and, well, he gets here, kind of zones his team, but that's fine. He lowers it. Now Morgan going on in. The target is Morgan for some reason. He is super tanky, and they just turn off of this one. A giant sweep comes in, but still a ton of damage. Look at Diablo, totally untouched on the backside, and Bro are so low after all that damage, and that just means they get absolutely shredded. Clear as well. It's burning them to a crisp.
It's another Bro fight where they're just victims of the re-engages. Krako has a turret here.
He's so tanky. Oh, he's gonna go down, and the shutdown goes over to Vikla. They also get the Otacon, little bonus buff here.
Spirit Visage into Talia and Rumble feels pretty good when you're 5 kills and you got that turret and there's no wave, but ultimately there's just too many BNK members here. Down he will go. When I watched that Bro DNF series, the equalizer for BNK allowed them to have that opportunity to fight.
This is such a Rise Group gold
It
draft.
is. It's the convection
kind of all over. It's the convection, except it's happening in the game as well as outside in terms of the whole LCK.
Yeah, right now Valdez is at the sweaty part.
Convection within a convection. We're like really getting deep now.
Here does best. He Sundisk the outer, pressure the mid. inner while your team contests Prio. This is going to force Vikla over, but he's so slow that he gets nothing. You will have to just ult back in, but BNK just running circles around Bro here on the objective setup instead.
Nice equalizer. Actually, is a zoning equalizer. And I think because Talia gets there first as well, just the whole team was already turning around, so.
Going straight into LDR on the third item. Got the Executioner's calling there as well. And with this build,
certainly does feel like the tempo vibes are heavily in favor of BNK, where it just feels like they're in total control of this game, even though they're not that far ahead. Like, there are still ways for Bro with, by the way, the Ornn and the ornaments, you know, they can easily make up for that gold difference that BNK have in the lead. The vibes are there as now we get the engage onto that front line. Hype in a lot of trouble. He's just going to go down. That's what that engage does. But Diablo also in a bit of trouble, but he's finally peeled for as Johnny will go. The seismic shove on a 2 is gigantic as well. Vikla, tons of damage from this Talia at the moment, and he's going to make it count. He's going to make them hurt as now going on in. The recon in that back line, and the comp is doing what it says on the tin. BNK go in and engage and take down 4.
Forward here, so he knows he can do the little loop-de-loop, but ultimately he's not contesting Baron. His team is wiped, and so it won't matter. BNK in a 6,000 gold lead, not to mention the soul point they should be able to pick up by default with the prio the Baron gives. And I just can't see them slipping up from here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very likely, especially with a comp like this, unless we go like maybe another 10 minutes. Like, if Bro could hold on somehow. The issue is that they're in a BNK, right? Bro, a relatively passive team, but BNK, especially when they feel like they're winning, they are kind of like the vibes team, the tempo vibes team, where it's like, if they feel like the tempo's on their side, they're just gonna go in all the time, even if sometimes it's not a good idea. Hype, he gets slowed up, there's the equalizer. And now he doesn't exist anymore.
If you hit that arc, I mean, the slow is so insane that if you're behind like that, you will just get chunked down. There's no counterplay except to just splash if you get hit. He does not, and he will lose all of his health bar as a result, and that is just an inhibitor going down, and potentially more as they now collapse onto this bottom inhibitor here. Vikla has his Weaver's Wall back, so they can just straight up siege it.
Yeah, very nicely done. Good plays here from the side of BNK, and the shove is good once again after the stun follow-up. Very nicely done here. Only 3 guys left on the side of Bro, as Morgan gonna cancel that one, but he's still going down. And we'll just see how much extra damage they can add to their post-game breakdown stats graph, because that's all these players care about. They know they already won the game. It's 11,000 ahead, and down will go the Nexus. BNK will take game number 1. So you can kind of play both sides as Bard often does. And if the Maokai ultimate is coming in, you can kind of play around that. It's good into Jax, stuff like that. But
you're just so squishy, though.
Good idea. Good idea.
Better safe than sorry, as Vikla's going to have to flash to pull the Maokai.
Yeah, flash to pull him in. I don't know if it's going to work out. Krako just flashes away himself, and now your mid laner's down a flash. And speaking of which, we're getting in on Apollo, as now Diablo isolated a little bit, but he's just okay with the E coming in from the Vars. Not enough damage. Root comes in on a hype, but no follow-up here. Kind of a ring around the rosy.
You know, now we can kind of fight back. We'll be starting to make an impact soon. Clear. I mean, he is walking a tightrope in this game. He's going to engage a Raptor.
He's going in on a Krako. Raptor is here. And in goes the Raptor on a Krako himself. TP is coming in, but that's going to be very slow from a Bard. Might not matter. It's just a straight-up 2v2. Oh, that's totally going to miss. And now the Counter-Strike comes in. And yes, Kellen will arrive, and it looks like they should be able to trade it back, as Kellen steals the kill, unfortunately. Definitely didn't want to, but still, it's a trade 1-for-1. Kellen did have to TP.
Yeah, that's a little bizarre there, but ultimately, it happens when you want to secure the kill. You're hyper-focused in that moment. Now, Diablo is... He still has cleanse, so he's going to be fine no matter so well. And then Bard stole the kill, so it's a win for Bro, but I liked how Clear was thinking on that one.
Yeah, he did a great job. That's how you got to play on Bessa. You got to be playing on a tightrope, essentially, at times. And it can be very anxiety-inducing. Kellen's over here. Just clearing out vision. They're going to get the 1 Grub. Grub's not having a very big impact in some of these games that we've seen.
It's pretty good for Jax, you know, on a knife's edge, how close a Rise group game is that you just don't see in Legend, you know? That's why Rise games are more fun.
Counter-Strike is down. Clear finding the angle, but not quite confident to dive the turret, not just yet.
Yeah, not even confident to grab that plate on his own autos. We'll let the minions do it. shield, very powerful.
Going back in is Morgan, just baiting them into using their abilities, yeah.
Such a magical journey he took.
Yeah. All right, going in on the Xin Zhao. Tons of damage into Kroko, though. Look at that. But meanwhile, Closer's getting isolated on the right side. So a trade 1-for-1.
An additional longsword. So I think, wait.
No way. No way!
Well, he hit that one. He hit that one, becomes lightning. Vikla is the target here.
Oh, Tamar Fate gonna help him a little bit. But the follow-up, pretty good. It's Nico, it's Yone, and it's a Maokai. Apollo, though, will be traded back. So nicely done. Kellen just getting even more fed. Look at him, he's 3-0-1.
Yeah, Kellen is actually just...
It's a carry. Big Bard fans over here.
He also doesn't have Unsealed Spellbook. He's so limited, though. This is a pretty risky hold of this Herald here by BNK. They're going to have to give up control.
Oh, that Shockwave, though. The damage is insane. And now the shots coming through from Diablo are pretty good, but the steal here on the Rift Herald is going to be good as well. Raptor goes down. That's another kill for Morgan. Picks up the Bard. And Morgan just going to walk away from this one as we have the emote down. Clear as well, running away from 2. Can he trade one back is really the question. The ult comes through for Closer, and the shot from Hype is enough to put him in the ground. So Bro finally gets something here.
Bro finally with a big swing back to become a real threat. Up until this point has kind of just been playing in the mid lane as Kellen. Just Bard things.
Yeah, just Bard things. He's... All right, well, he's dead now. I can't believe they actually tried to do that.
Bard ult.
They did not have to do that at all.
Bard ult and Shockwave for Flash. And also Bard Life for Flash. Not sure about that one. It did look cool.
It, in theory, was going to be awesome.
If there's one person,
instead it was that.
If there's one person in the world who approves of it, I bet it's Beryl. But I was like, no, it's actually the optimal play.
Yeah, no, that's the best play for sure. Absolutely. Raptor smites the Rift Herald, gets level 11 off of it. Yes, indeed. Big gold swing. Now they're going to go back on Apollo here. There's the Tempered Fate. And, well, the Jhin is not going to hit, but everybody else is here, and they used quite a lot. As Kellen gets another kill.
They have tons of mid-prio. This kind of works. And I think this time there's just simply no way for BNK to know.
Yeah.
They have no vision anywhere. Like, look at the mid lane. That's what happens when you have Varus on that mid-prio against a Jhin. You're just like, well, anything can be happening on the map. You'll just never know.
Very sneaky from the side of Pro. They're going to take it down, and this Otacon take so much cleaner, and that's the guy. He's ripping the sign!
Towards the rest of his team instead of looking for that play. Ult here from Varus.
Yeah, this is onto a Xin Zhao, so Raptor just holding onto his ult for very long. Now he's going to use it, but still a lot of damage into the Xin Zhao as Kellen is just dead. Clears here on the flank, and there's no one really to follow up on it as he is very alone. Is going to ult on it. Does actually a ton of damage, but that was just to the Nico. So, Bro, nice setup here.
Their second dragon of the game, Morgan, going to grab a whole turret as well. And the Jax that was bullied in the early game now has 4 kills. Prediction not correct there. Not everyone can be Chronicler hype, but it's a good angle he took either way.
First Mountain Drake, and they've got a pretty healthy gold lead. And it doesn't really feel like BNK are on the same page. Now we're going to have another Bard gank, as that is a very nice binding, but you can see they're still pretty apprehensive about this. If you're going to go for this play, this is a good timing, as there's no Baron at the moment. And I think eventually Morgan just gets kited out, although he is very strong. Temper Fate.
I don't know if that's actually helpful. Like, they're buying more time, actually, to get more value top
Oh,
side.
the ult's going to miss. Morgan is going 1v4 at the moment. He does finally get taken out. The kill goes over to Raptor.
They get 2
and they gain
for this.
over 2 kills. Not worth.
No. Can they get more? Hype is just walking over blindly?
Wait.
The self-slow?
Raptor, he's in there. The damage is done. 883 gold given over to the Xin Zhao. Vikla gonna get rooted even though he didn't have to. In goes to Yone, and it doesn't matter. He gets taken down. And BNK rolling their way into so many bonus kills.
Yeah, bonus barrier was just the start of the combo. And ended up getting a lot out of this. So Morgan has respawn and does have TP.
They're gonna get Baron.
I don't think they can stop this. There's just no way. Apollo has flash, but he doesn't have ult. I think maybe if he did, they do something, try to do something silly with the Jax TP, but without the Pop Blossom, there's just no way to make anything happen here, and they're just gonna have to concede the Baron. There's 2 turrets, really intelligently played. Just don't know if at the end of the day it's gonna matter on some of these big team fights, because they got those kills, they got Baron, but they haven't broken open the base. They haven't even gotten really Cryo on the map, you know? And
yeah,
that's what I'm a little bit concerned about here for BNK.
Well, it's just a little bonus Baron, you know? Little stimulus pack. They just get like a little influx of gold. They flip it around, you know?
They got that top turret. And mid turret, almost. Ooh. Almost. Click on that turret. How much health has he got?
17. I don't know, actually. I'm just
guessing.
I
was like, where'd you see that?
Oh, I've got my in-game PC right here. No, not quite.
It'd be insane if it's actually 17. Somebody out there, let us know. I mean, now it's possible to check, right? Bro, just gonna 67 was the.
I got the 7 right. Yeah. I just couldn't see the 6. It just slipped a little. Yeah.
Ah! Shadow him with Croco. As Raptor, if he's forced ult here, this would be really bad.
At least he gets the ward. I mean, the saplings are beginning to do some damage too.
This angle here as well for Croco is kind of insane.
Yeah, Croco has a very nice angle. Raptor in it, but look at the damage there on a closer. Big engage comes out for the Nico, but there's no follow-up except Morgan, as he is doing an insane amount of damage actually, and will get that damage down. But look at Clear and Raptor 2v2, and Clear especially. The fact that everything was focused on a Morgan and Clear totally survived means that BNK come out ahead.
Yeah, BNK, despite everything, like Diablo's positioning in that fight, by the way, I don't think he could have played that better.
Well, Raptor was, he was on the dragon, so they say maybe we can just do this. I don't think you can just do this, but let's see.
Is eventually going to get here. That's going to slow things down.
Yeah, and goes Morgan, gonna get a flash out here, and the Nico follow up the double knockup, but can they get this damage into Raptor and clear the frontliners? It's looking pretty good for Bro at this point in time, and there's the follow-up ult on in, but closer, he's gonna pay the iron price, and now the GA comes out here from Raptor, still alive somehow, as a 4th shot gonna hit the clone, and Bro say, well, we're pretty low, I don't think we can do Baron anymore.
Yeah, I don't think they can. He does not have Smite at the ready.
Yeah.
He's exhaust.
It's just no Smite. You have Maokai. I feel like it's pretty free. A little ult on a Kellen. Gonna get the flash away from him. So Baron secured by Bro.
Given point, Croco could just use his ultimate for Siege. They need to be respectful.
Okay, Raptor's just fine. And yeah, I think Bro get this one for sure. And so do BNK. So they're gonna back away, give up the 1.
It's huge that they get to do it without either Croco or Closer pulling the trigger. And usually if they pull the trigger, you back away, they get the turret. Now they're like, well, maybe we do it on the next turret. A little bit tougher in the base. Maokai ultimate early here.
All right, the
Morgan wants to jump
through. Gonna get the flash on in. Bigla gonna survive though, and Morgan, so much of the gold and so much of the damage is so low as he goes golden. Very important. The follow-up with the Nico is big. Morgan's still alive, and he actually gets away. Clear's flank gets thwarted, and Bro, they handle it very nicely. Paulo though, is gonna kind of died for, I'm not so sure. BNK
caught out there, but I mean, with the damage here from Hype,
I think they just get it. They
should be able to. Raptor can't get the steal.
Ooh, but the ball goes in. The shockwave is pretty good. He's got GA, so the fight still might go over to BNK. Looking for a bit more. Croco looks like he's down as you see Degon, the live cam, as Bro are falling. It's okay, Degon. They got the Mountain Soul.
Ooh, that dodge.
And it's not over just yet. We'll see if it's over from here.
I mean, I think
they're going to try to end, though.
I think there's definitely a real end angle here.
Knowing BNK, they will try.
The TP is committed to. I mean, BNK, they're up 1 in the series. They're going to go for it.
Oh, the Mountain Soul trade for Nexus. Will it happen?
It's almost back up. It's up now.
Yeah, you can see the TP coming in. They're going to try to keep this wave alive. And Raptor says, okay, get away from me. I just want to kill this. As Paulo goes in, doesn't hit anything, and actually, the ult here from the side of Clear is gonna catch the Jax, and that will be the nail in the coffin. They clear up Bro, And it's the Mountain Soul for Nexus Trade. No 5-gamer here tonight. It's just BNK looking strong once again.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.